Okay, so here we are back, and it is still today's news in Warcraft, bringing you all of the general inanities and just outright fun of World of Warcraft Classic played on a controller with the horrors of today's news. So let's take a drink break, and I'm going to the state of West Virginia, okay, and over here to an NBC affiliate called WSAZ, and there were critics of the so-called high school transfer portal, and they now have a new cheerleader, who the Senate leader who once voted for this legislation. She's expressing regrets because it's led to human trafficking. Okay, and that's exactly what it is. Let's not mince words about this. It is humans going from place to place for some reason, and it may be positive human trafficking, but it is still human trafficking, and it was designed as a way to skirt problems here. Every single coach in this state said, y'all are going to make a mistake doing this, but West Virginia and its Republican-led supermajority legislature, I mean, seriously, there's nothing a Democrat can do in this legislature. There's too many Republicans. There really is, but in their infinite wisdom, they decided to vote to say, okay, you can move one time and not incur the penalty. The penalty used to be you couldn't play sports for a year. Okay, that was the penalty, and it was a good system. It was a good system. You know, and I'm sorry if you had to be the exceptional exception that had to move and you were the all-star whatever player on your team, but what your law led to was human trafficking for high school sports. And I'm sorry, I better say the right words. Allegedly human trafficking for high school sports. Allegedly. Because you don't want to accuse somebody. I don't want to judge somebody guilty, even though that's exactly what seems to have happened. Notice the wording, seemed. This was House Bill 2820. It allowed them to switch one time without losing athletic eligibility. And previously, you had 1 year and exceptions were done on a case-by-case basis. They decided case-by-case basis just wasn't good enough. And you now have children who are couch surfing. And they're living in somebody's house, sleeping on a couch, so they can play sports at the good program. It doesn't matter about their academics. They wanted to play sports at the good program. And, and this is, again, a bigger problem. And the West Virginia legislature, in its infinite wisdom, decided that, oh well, good luck, tee-hee-hee. We're gonna do this now and screw you over, teachers and educators. Bye-bye, have fun. Huh. So the lady in question here, her name is Senator Amy Grady from Mason County, West Virginia, and she was just bluntly asked by WSAZ's reporter here, was your vote on March 8th, 2023 a mistake? Was it a mistake? Sorry, I've got a little bit of a dry mouth. So, sorry. At the time, I didn't believe it was. No, this was her answer, okay? And she went on and said, I'm second-guessing it, yeah. So, she's second-guessing herself, which is a good sign. Thank heavens. And she's second-guessing the idea because of what it created, which was human trafficking for sports. That's exactly what it did. They approved this bill in March 2023, of course, it's led to lopsided, it's led to very lopsided games because, everybody goes to the good school, let's just be honest. You want to go to the basketball school, you go to the basketball school, right? That's what's happened. And now, Everybody's left holding the bag because someone decided to sacrifice for sports. Maybe you need to sacrifice for education. Here she goes on. My jaw drops. We have kids couch surfing. This is her quote, not mine. Literally, we have kids that are living in somebody's house, sleeping on their couch just so they can play a sport at a certain school. At the very least, it's trafficking for athletics, and it's something that you never dream of. Well, everybody told you what would happen. I don't know why you thought it was going to be anything different. Why did you think it would be anything different than exactly what everybody else told you it was going to be? You know, if 99 of your friends say the answer is B and one person says the answer is C, the person saying C has got a whole lot of explaining to do. Absolutely has a whole lot of explaining to do now, don't they? And that's because, guess what? Yeah, we're using beating trolls here too to get my weapon skills up. I'm going to show you here. Let's get over here so we can get to the weapon skilling here. Oops. Why did you go there? Oh my word. Oh, I must have tab targeted on accident. That's what I did, isn't it? I hit my target macro and it tabbed over to that other person. See what I've done now. Oh, I forgot to do I forgot to do that. Yes, and I'll have to fly back to Ironforge too. So after this troll, we are going to hearth back and we are going to go to Ironforge. Grady believes she's not alone. Now I want to make sure you don't run away. So yeah, Plum forgot. Plum forgot. This was the level I get Sanctuary. So she says she's spoken with other senators who voted for the 2023 legislation who now favor a fix of some degree, a change, she says, from 1 year ago in the Senate. Now, well, guess what? When I'm not in combat, now you stop that. Drop the kid. Now, you know, that one person has the burden of proof right now. And they better be able to say, well, no, this says it's true, this says it's true, this says it's true. This was researched, this says it's true, this is researched, it says it's true. This has been researched, it says it's true. That's like how the entire scientific community, except for like 2 or 3 people, believe that climate change is really happening and that we're really screwing up the planet. The couple that say we're not has the burden of proof. But when you look at the water, but when you look at what gets dumped in the water, and you look at what gets dumped out in the air, and you look at what gets dumped out in the soil, you got one heck of a thing to prove now, don't you? This is the same in this case. Potential ideas include setting a deadline for switching schools. No, you just need to repeal this stupid law altogether. Mandating exit meetings before every transfer. That's just stupid. I mean, that's just dumb. These solutions are dumb. Requiring teams with a high ratio of transfers to play in a higher class or restricting transfers to 9th or 10th grade. None of these are good. None of these ideas are good. You just need to repeal this law and go back to where it was. They solved exceptions. I say we in a collective sense, sorry. Like we as in we the people, not we as in me. You know, we solved this before, apparently, on a case-by-case basis. Grady says she's committed to running bill on her committee unless WVSSAC moves on its own fix. Well, they can't move on its own fix because you passed a law, and they have to be within the confines of the law, too, just like any other agency. Okay? Environmental Protection Agency serves at the whim of the Congress. And if they change the law to say EPA is not allowed to do that, EPA is not allowed to do that. If they say Department of Labor is not allowed to do this, Department of Labor is not allowed to do that. That's the way it works. Okay? West Virginia has a 60-day session for its legislature. I'm still on WSAZ. It begins on February the 12th. So You may only have until February 12th to get your child over here, have them sleep on somebody's couch, and then they can play sports. It's human trafficking to the utmost degree. But it's human trafficking in favor of sports, so guess what? You don't care. It's ridiculous. But the coaches care. The coaches absolutely cared, and they said this is wrong, and the state legislature, led by Republicans, said, no, we're right, you're wrong. So you saw we got Sanctuary, and I'm flying back to Iron Forge on purpose because I can train rank 2, bam, right now. Okay, so we're going off of our news story here, and we're heading back here to Iron Forge because this is just ticked me off. Human trafficking, just ridiculous. This whole idea of being human trafficked just so you can play sports is no different than being human trafficked for copulations. There's still an event going on, just one you like as a populace and one you don't like as a populace. It's not right either way. So let's head back here. We'll train up as we fly back to Iron Forge. Now, so after that, I'm going to show you while I'm in flight. We're going to finish out the merry-go-round here. Now that I can block, and it's going to affect you. Okay? Take a look. Every block deals damage now, so I'm going to make sure that my block also absorbs as much as I can. So I'm probably going to finish there, then hit here, then hit here. And by that point, I think I can put 2 filler points here, hit Holy Shield, and then head back to Holy to make 2031 up. Because that's going to make your flashlight here hit for harder, and it's going to wind up taking the place of Holy Light over here on your X button. Or at least it does for me. Your mileage may vary. Now, so let's head back over this way, and after this one, I'm going to get these done up, and I'm going to do an omnibus edition, which is just going to be everything for the week placed into one great big log file. Okay, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be like a week in review omnibus. I know everybody on YouTube calls them icebergs now. I might just call it an iceberg. The omnibus iceberg, I don't know. The omnibus iceberg. I bet there's even one that I did live that I'm going to have to snag off of YouTube. Because when I try to do live and I do save, I may need a better toaster in order to do this, but it won't do it. It won't do live and save at the same time. So I'm either live or I'm saving. And if I'm live, it means it means I just don't have enough time to do the video editing that I'm going to have to do. And if I'm a pre-record, then I did have the time to do it. So there you go. So let's head over here. We're going to hit the paladin trainer to go paladining. And it's going to replace kings, by the way. What was that? Well, that was my seals I never use. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I don't know why you can get people to bounce in this game like that. Okay, so come over here, filter out the unavailables, even though they'll just come back, and I don't know how to fix that, and I need help. And I don't know where that goes. There it is, Sank 2. Ooh. Now, okay. Now, bubble rank 3. That's for 8. Is that for 10? Yeah. It's not. I'm going to pass on it right now. I'm going to pass on that right now. Sanctuary is your default blessing now. Okay, so let me show you what to do. We're going to head over here to the spell book. To do that, by the way, start opens that up. You see left button's your interface. So interface there. If you use a PlayStation 2 type controller, it's going to be your front left button, not your back left button. Your back left button should be your modifier, just like your back right button. So you're going to come over here to spell book and bam, protections there, sanctuaries right there. So we're going to go right there, bam, and put kings here because it is one of those frequently used items. If your DPS can hold back and understand your tanking style and figure it out real quick, then you can give them kings, or you can give them blessing of mana, or whatever you want. Your healer should always get blessing. Your healer should always stay on sank, just because. But I'll show this against the trolls in a second here. Let's head back. Actually, we'll just hearth that, because I set it to Wildhammer a little bit ago, right? Ooh, Lionheart Helm, 1,600 gold. Yay. Wish I had 1,600 gold. Why don't y'all send me like 3,200 gold? Actually, wait, 4,800 gold. That outfits 3 of them. That gets all of my plate people a Lionheart. Oh, I'm terrible. I know. I know. But at least I don't beg for real money. I just beg for WoW gold. So take that into account. I beg for WoW gold. Get another sip of my coffee here. I'm almost out. I'm going to have to go get a refill. We have one of those. We do have a single serve. It's not a Keurig brand, but oh, it's so just wonderful. But it also includes a special. Come here, Wolfie. So, anytime you see a block, you're now going to see a doink. Okay? Oh, wait. How am I unarmed? Wait a minute. Did it go away? I guess it did. All right, so let's retreat a second. We need some righteous retreat. How am I unarmed? So hold on a minute here. Did it go? It must have left. Okay, well, I can either use the axe or just summon another one. And it should go right there, I think. Yep. And it's just an amazing weapon. Oh, it only lasts an hour, that's why. Okay, see, I have to keep my axe no matter what. Well, if I only... It just reminds me I can only play for an hour at a time. Silly, silly me, right? Okay, now we can get you. I got my axe back. I can be a punchadin. Punchadin. All right, so we got readouts up. I hope I get a block out of this. Let's get over here. So, see, blessing a sank. We got a block for 21 holies. It's a doink now. Combined with Holy Shield, it gives like massive amounts of doink. Because you get, for every block, you get Sanctuary damage, Red Aura damage, and then finally you get your Sanctuary damage, or Holy Shield damage. I already said Sanctuary. Sanctuary, Red Aura, and Holy Shield. Those are the 3 you get. Okay, those are the 3 doinks. There are 3 doinks that happen all at once when a block happens. When it's a normal hit, you only get, I know there's 2 of you there, and I'm not prepared to multi. I am not prepared to multi-mob, y'all. There you. I know I'm in your range. There you go. Now, yeah, I just forgot that's an hour-long cooldown. Left. It only lasts an hour. It has a 3-hour cooldown. So, so after this wolf will stop, and then while I get an export going on, I might just go live. We'll just start exporting and then we'll just go live, okay? Because I know I'm taking up your time with the news report showing you what to do here. So we'll do a less news, more Warcraft, and make it live. No, we're not getting another room. Stop parrying. Get hit. There you go. Yay. Clancy's fine. Glancing blows are fine because you're still getting your other damage out, even though, honestly, your melee blow is still going to be a big source of your stuff, big source of your damage component. You're heavily reliant on the auto attack for a long time. So, I was going to sign off after that wolf. I'll sign off after this wolf, okay? So I'll get ready here. I'll get my things ready. Ooh, there was some block action going on. You got smacked, didn't you? But this is what allows you to take on a +3 level mob with relative ease. You may still have to heal, but Sanctuary plus all your other tools allows you to handle that. Will it allow you to handle a raid boss by yourself? No. Sorry. Those dreams aren't happening in vanilla WoW. So, do that. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go. All right, so we're going to head down. So I'm going to head over here so that I can get signed out. And we'll come over here to the hovel. There's a food crate. What's in you? Or maybe it's an armor crate. Who knows? Oh, I didn't see what I got. Oh, it was a food crate. That's cheddar. Alrighty, so for today's news in Warcraft, once again, this is Turkeytentia, and I wish you a great day and great gaming. Goodbye, everybody. I'm going to go live in a few minutes, okay? So don't panic.